I am Janko Habila Wisdom, the father of little Mary Habila. Just as my barrister have just said, I don't have much to talk in this case. All that I want is the death of my daughter. We don't keep death of a little child up to so long, just like this. So that is why I'm here to say it once again and for all. I need the corpse of my daughter to take her for burial. That is what I'm standing on. Thank you very much. Thank you, Habila Wisdom. That is why I said I don't want the autopsy. That's why I'm demanding the corpse of my daughter to go and bury her now. Very cordial relationship, both in her working place, in my home, and everywhere.
No, sir, if you are demanding for the corpse without autopsy, his family are not pressing charges because the allegations that probably are death will have been caused by some circumstances. So what is the position of the family on this matter?
The position of the family in this matter is, just have said, we are of the truth. We need the corpse of this daughter. We don't want that autopsy that they are talking about. Yes, sir.
Are you suspecting anybody?
I am not suspecting anybody because death can occur. Even as we are standing here, one can fall here now and die. So we are not suspecting anybody. It has happened. It has happened. Thank you.
See, I hope you carefully listen to what was said in that video by the father of the so-called late Mary Habila, a young girl at her prime whose life was cut short mysteriously. But look at what the father is saying. Look at what he's just look at the way he's talking emotionlessly. I mean, carelessly. I don't know. I don't want to sound harsh. I mean, I would have said okay, like stupidly, but he sounds stupid in a way. He sounds stupid in a way, yeah, because stupid in the sense that. How can you, a father who fathered a girl child for 26 years, yes, a father who fathered a girl child for 26 years, and she was found mysteriously dead in the house of a politician, a so-called minister of work from somewhere. You, the father, with the fatherly emotion, you couldn't take a proper responsibility to at least find out what led to the death of a girl child that you raised and fathered for 26 years. All you are asking for is the dead body, the corpse, to go and bury, just like that. You see, I keep saying this thing, that the fact that the society has failed does not mean we, parents, we should fail as well. Because that can never be an excuse for our failure. That can never be an excuse for our failure. I am mostly particular about a girl child because of the complexity that goes with the female folks. I know the male children, I mean, they have their own flaws as well. They have their own problem as well. But compared to the female children, sometimes and most times it is worse. You know, it is worse. From the very first day you give birth to a girl child, the work has started. And it's not just normal work. I mean extra work. Extra work. Because there are so many things that is involved in the life of a girl child that we need to follow up from when they are babies, through their childhood, their time in nursery school, how they are treated in school, in primary school, in secondary school. We have to follow them up squarely, even even in their universities. Don't say they have matured. You just leave them to do whatever they feel like. No. Because when you say they are grown up, they know what to do with their life. That is when cases like this Mariabila happens. You still have to follow up. You still have to keep on giving them that fatherly and motherly advice, which is not too much. Because the Bible says, train up a child in the way he should go, that when he's old, he will not depart from it. Yes, we start from childhood, training them, talking to them, sensitizing them about what life is about. And when they are now grown, we shouldn't stop. We still have to continue advising them and encouraging them on how best they should go about life. Because we are their parents, we are more experienced than them in life. So we shouldn't just relax and say, now she's grown, whatever she wants to become or whatever she wants to do is not left for her. That's how many of them will now grow up, and they will not deviate from what they already know. Why? Because we have now relaxed as parents to leave them to do whatever. At the end of the day, many of them, they turn prostitutes. Many of them, they deviate away from morality and become bronze girls. Many of them, they deviate away from their moral upbringing and start going after money, dating businessmen, politicians. Wherever money is, they just want to hook themselves right there. Many of them, they deviate from morality and become lazy mentally. They just want to find a place where they can just relax, where there is money. And mind you, when you are a girl, you are always wanting to hook yourself up with a man who is rich, who has money, who is already made. You are going to remain lazy all your life. Why? Because when you are always settling for already made, you would not want to do anything for yourself. You will always be under one so-called man who will use and misuse you. When he's tired, he push you away. Then they will not say, men are this, men are that. No. Men are not this, men are not that. You a gay child, you have to sit up. And you a parent, you have to sit up to train and sensitize and empower your child on how she should follow up life, so that she will not end up being messed up by one riffraff that call himself a man just because he has money, so that they will not be swayed away from the way of morality and now get exposed to this kind of life that is controlled by politicians, by businessmen, by rich men, by rich boys, or even Yahoo boys whatsoever, so that they will not get themselves being trapped and find themselves in the mercy of these men who can use them for whatever they want to, who can misuse them whichever way they want to. The work starts from us parents. And when they are grown, we shouldn't give up. We should keep on following up until there is now a man who we can trust our daughter's life into their hand. I mean, a responsible husband, a responsible man who can now stand as a husband, as a brother, as a father, as a friend to them, then we as parents, we will now relax a bit, knowing fully well that our daughter is now being ensured in the hand of a good man, a good husband, so to say. But even in marriage, we the parents, we still shouldn't relax, because marriage is not just between a husband and a wife. The parents, sometimes they need to come in and throw in words of encouragement so that the marriage will work, so that she will not end up being kicked out of the marriage, so that she will not end up leaving the marriage and going back to square one. Because the street is not friendly. Because a single girl or a single woman does not command respect in the society. It is when you have a husband, a responsible husband, and you are a responsible wife, that is when you command the respect of your peers. That's when you command the respect of your neighbors. That's when you command the respect of your friends. That's when you command the respect from people around you. But the whole work starts from us, from you, the parents. Right from the day a girl child is born, the work starts, and it never ends. Even when she grows up and become somebody in life and gets married to a responsible man, the work still continues. Yes, society has failed, but we shouldn't fail, so that we will not end up fathering children that will end up like this innocent girl. Look at the way the father was talking. It goes to show that this man does not have fatherly emotion towards her daughter. Who knows? Don't be surprised. He was never involved in the life of this girl from the beginning. It was just the girl who has been doing everything all by herself to get to the point she has gotten. Because if this man has really been involved in the life of this girl, her education, her everything, he won't just relax like this and say, give me the corpse of my daughter, let me go and bury her, just like that. Even when people are insisting on investigation, on autopsy to know exactly what transpired in the house of that politician, where this girl was found dead and even naked, the father does not care. He's not concerned. He's saying a little girl, the corpse of a little girl should not be left for too long without burial. A little girl, you call a 26-year-old girl, a little girl who died mysteriously in the house of a politician. A little girl. What are you saying, Mr. Man? What kind of father are you? What happened to the love you had for your daughter? It disappeared all of a sudden. Immediately, she was found dead mysteriously. No. Most times, it is not these children. It is not this girl. It is not this girl that has failed. Most times, it is we parents, you, father, mother, that has failed. Because it's like we got tired at a point and we just relax and let them be. And when you let a girl try to be and do whatever she wants, either social media will lead her astray, or her friends, bad friends will lead her astray and turn her into something else. Especially when they have started going to school. School. Even in secondary school, that is where this whole misleading starts. If you parents are not careful. Secondary school. That's when you see them developing some characters that are strange. And if you're not careful as parents to notice these changes, this deviation from morality in them, you see that they will take it even to the university. And before you know it, you see your responsible, decent girl child going into the university and coming back wide like a lion. Runs girl, prostitute. They start doing all sort of stuff. That's why you see girls that they are no more comfortable with who they are. They want to do all sort of stuff. BBL, enhance their breasts, enhance their boobs, just to make sure they they command attention and attraction from everywhere. That is not moral. That is not what they were taught from childhood. But all of a sudden, you see them deviate and start doing whatever they want. These girls, they have parents who withdrew from their life and let them do whatever they want. That's why you see these girls, they do all sort of stupid things to themselves. The parents cannot say anything. Why? Because that time you gave to them, that they have matured, they can do whatever they like. That is when they become all sort of things. They go haywire. So, as parents, we shouldn't give up or allow our dear children to be. Let it be that my father does not always close his mouth whenever I'm around. He always has something to tell me. My mother does not close her mouth whenever I'm around. She always continuously has something to say. She always asks me questions about how and what is going on in my life. That is what parents should be. Because if you don't know what is going on in their life, that is when mysteriously things like this happen to them. Because you don't know who they are dating. You don't know what they are doing. You don't know what exactly, how they are thinking, or what they have become lately. You see? So we should always follow up our children. When you hear your girl child is dating a politician who is married from somewhere and is all over the place, you should be scared. You call your daughter. This is risky. A married politician. Are you now expecting a politician to not leave his wife for you? Or normally politicians are dangerous in Nigeria because they go with all sort of stuff. So it's not even advisable for a gay child, especially a young gay child, to go about frolicking around politicians. It's danger. You know, as parents, we should know that. Except maybe this politician is a responsible one. I don't even know if there are responsible politicians in Nigeria. That I don't know, but it's hard to find. So these mysterious businessmen who you don't know how they got their money and where they got their money. These girls, they take too much risk going after these big men. It's not normal, you know, because these people they don't go with natural stuff, with normal stuff. They go with all sort of stuff, and the girls are the ones that suffer it. So we parents, we should let our daughters know these things, so that they will know where to tread and where not to tread, so that they will know where to go and where not to go, so that they will know when they are throwing caution to the winds, they will recollect the words that we told them or we have been telling them, you know, so that if they now go, they will have themselves to blame. You understand? But at least we have done our part. So let's not get tired of doing our part continuously until they are grown, they are married, and we will still continue even in marriage. That's how to be a parent. Being a parent does not expire. There is no break. There is no expiry date for it. You have to be a parent until the end of time. You have to keep on talking to your children. You have to keep on knowing about their welfare. Even when they are mature and grown, you are more experienced than them in life. You are their parent. You carry them in your womb. You father them. You mother them. So you still have more experience. And even if they are more educated than you, you are still their parent. You still have one or two words to say to them that will help. So please, society has failed. We parents, we shouldn't fail our children, especially these girls, these girl children. Yes, what they are exposed to is too much. We should at least find a way to help them so that At the end of the day, something that happened to Mary Abila and many other girls as well that was not reported, and many other stuff that is going on as well that people don't talk about, will not happen. You understand? You a gay child. You are creating content. The only content you want to create is to go about showing your body to the public, dancing, shaking your bum bum and everywhere, dressing half naked. That is not what a gay child is supposed to be. But that is what we see every day. And these gay children, they have parents who has left them to do whatever they like. At the end of the day, tomorrow, if something happens to them, we will not say, oh, it's the society. No, it is you. It is you. I see all sort of young girls on social media doing stupid stuff in the name of creating content. You know. But I wonder, I ask myself, don't they have parents who see these videos and advise them that this is bad? Well, anyhow, this issue, there's no way it can be said fully. You understand? It can never be overemphasized. But the truth of the matter is, parents, let's not give up. Let's not retire from the life of our children, especially gay children. They need that continuous advice and encouragement. If possible, scold them and stop them from doing some of these stupid things they are doing, so that they will not end up like this girl. And we'll do so. I pray God will do the rest. Yeah, we should try our best so that God will do the rest. Yeah, I salute you for watching this video. It's still me, your brother, Comrade Presty, your brother, your friend. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Facebook, on Instagram as well. I will appreciate it. Drop your comment. Let me hear what you think about these videos I'm doing. So at least I will know that somebody is saying it. Even if I'm doing it wrongly, say it. Say that you are doing it wrongly. Let me just hear what you think about these videos. I will appreciate it. God bless you. I salute you. See you soon.